Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. It's Around America. We're going to go to Raleigh, North Carolina. Matthew Holmes standing by to talk to us. Matthew, thank you very much for taking the time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right, Animazement 2019 is coming up. It's 21st year. This is a huge deal. But first, let's talk about what just Animazement is.
Sure. So we're a 501c3 educational nonprofit. And so what we do is we use Japanese animation and popular culture, popular media to get attendees to come into the convention. But since our mission is about education, once we get them into the convention, we have all kinds of traditional arts and music and language education and all these other kinds of things that are more in tune with our mission. So once they're in the door, we can give them access to all this other stuff. But they still get all the fun things that they're accustomed to seeing at anime conventions, like the Japanese animation and meeting the voice actors and so on.
Now, I don't mean to sound any more dull than I already am, but I don't know a great deal about anime, but I have been doing some research on it, and frankly, it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what makes this so popular in your estimation?
Well, Japanese animation has influenced American animation since since before the 80s, the 70s, since the earlier things like Robotech and Macross and all these other really early animes, and even before them with like Astro Boy, which is one of the really first ones. So a lot of our American animators are looking back at the Japanese styling too and using that as inspiration going forward. So it's like ever since World War II, Japan and America have had a really close relationship, and our arts and cultures have kind of intermingled a little bit. And this is one of those situations where a lot goes back and forth between the two countries.
All right, so for people who want to find out more about Animazement 2019, the when and why, when and where, let's talk about when it is and where it is.
Sure, so we're in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're right downtown, which is a great opportunity, so you get to see like the downtown Raleigh experience. We're on Memorial Day weekend, which is the end of May.
All right. Now, when you talk about people who go there, a lot of people dressing up, correct?
Absolutely.
And you're also bringing in voice actors, which has to be a very big draw for you. Who will be at this year's 2019 installment? Yeah,
so we're kind of well known within the industry since we have a lot of Japanese contacts, so we do our best to bring over Japanese talent. A little less on the American talent side, but we still have some of them. So we have this year so far has been announced, such as Kotono Mitsuishi, who is the actress for the original Japanese Sailor Moon and has reprised the role for Sailor Moon Crystal, which is a more recent release. This is the actress. Sailor Moon's important because it's really promoted feminism and those sorts of things in Japan, amongst other things like that. We also have Ryusei Nakao, who is the voice actor for Frieza for Dragon Ball Z, again, a Japanese voice actor.
Talk a little bit about the educational component of this. Once they're in the door and you have them there, what's some of the educational things you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a lot of partnerships with local universities like UNC and Temple University is not local, but we invite them to come and have panels and speak to our attendees. We also bring in cultural educators. So we have someone who teaches how kimono works and the etiquette surrounding it and how kimono are made, things of that nature. We have a rakugo comedian. So rakugo is a type of Japanese comedy. It's a prop-based comedy. So it's kind of stand-up, but it mixes in a lot of prop-based stuff. But it's a very traditional art form. And that is Somata Hayashiya, and he will be there discussing how that works and then giving several performances as well. We will also have some shamisen players. It's a traditional Japanese instrument. And we'll also have a more modern music. We have a Japanese pianist who composed some Final Fantasy music. Not Nobuo Uematsu, who's the big famous one, but this is a different composer.
Animazement 2019, Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you so much, Matthew.
My pleasure.
Around America, this time, Raleigh, North Carolina. For NewsNet, I'm Vic McCarty.